Hey everyone, Tammy Jo here with TJ Homes, bringing to you, I can't even start my conversation, straight talk with TJ. Some days are just like this, so roll with me here. This is where you get to ask the questions and I get to do the answers. So let's get started. What should I disclose to the buyer? So when you are a seller of a home, you want to disclose everything that you know about that home to that buyer. Why? Because it can avoid issues later on, even after closing, lawsuits, things along those lines. So let's hit our top six of what we want to make sure that you disclose 100%. Lead-based paint. Is your home built prior to 1978? If it is, guess what? Lead-based paint was used. Now, I, for one, always joke, that was the year that I was born, that I pretty much doubt that all the painters and all the home places and home supply companies got rid of all their paint as of 1978. I am sure that there was still paint around during those times. That is the year that we are given to say after that year, we no longer have to disclose that the home may have lead-based paint. So if the home was built before 1978, you must disclose if it was not removed professionally. Number two, water in the basement, one of my favorites. If you have a little water, a lot of water, you think there might be some seepage, please disclose. It is better to know upfront now than to have issues later where the buyer that has moved in and now has water in the basement and it was not disclosed. Paranormal activity. So if you think you might have a ghost and you have some substantial reasons for that, you're going to want to disclose that. One of those things is kind of like up in the air, but I'd rather that you be proactively disclosing that information than saying, oh, I never knew about it. No, I never had those problems before. We're not talking Ghostbusters here. Emotional defects. So if there was a murder, a suicide, a violent crime that took place in the house, different states have different protocols on this. I always want to err on the side of caution and always let people know ahead of time versus them being surprised later and having a pretty bad repercussion for that. Pests, mice, bats, termites, fleas, bed bugs, you name it, little things are considered problems. Carpenter ants are huge here in Michigan, especially the Grand Rapids area. So you want to disclose what you know. And that's the key point. If you know about it, disclose it. Now, the last one's going to be neighborhood disagreements, meaning that, hey, I thought my fence was here. Nope, we're fighting over this fence line. Though, if those are not been remedied before you decide to sell, that needs to be disclosed that, hey, we're working with the neighbor on this. Here's where we're at. Any other items will be usually identified in the seller disclosure statement, meaning that, hey, electrical's working, hey, plumbing's working. The biggest part I want you to take away from this whole lesson is that I would be over disclosing versus under disclosing. I would do explanations of those items. If you say you get some water in the basement, explain what that means. Hey, in heavy rains, we get a little bit of like a 1 foot by 1 foot area over here. Or, hey, the basement floods 2 inches. I need to know specifics. I hope that helps. If you have specific questions about your home, how this pertains to you selling, let us know. We're always here to help. Call 616-292-4400. You may call or text that number. Go to tjhomes.com and don't forget to find us on Facebook. Talk with you soon.